All right, man. So everybody got it, right? We all confirmed that we all got the free Dispo tool. Cool. So the day one was consisting of making sure that everybody has the tool that's required to sell a real estate deal. So that's number one. We all got that. That's sweet. Second day, right? We talked about how to structure what dispositions should look like. And we gave everybody a checklist. So that checklist is to help you guys out with ensuring that you know what to look for when you put a property under contract. Now, at this point, you either should be have already listed your deals on Offa and you should already have been getting responses, right? And those responses sometimes, and just so that you guys know, right? The way that it works, when you list a property on Offa, the team in the back end markets to people, say, hey, are you interested? If someone opens up the text and looks at it, you're notified. If somebody responds to the message that goes out, they get a message and they get an email. Like we ping them in two different ways. If somebody responds and they're interested in making you an offer, we do marketing on the investor side. So the investor side, basically, y'all, they see the listing on Offa, which essentially influences your buyer to create an account on offa.com. So that way they have access to all of the properties that are available. Then the matchmaking happens, right? So again, guys, these are people that have bought a property recently that are similar to the houses that you guys are trying to sell. Now, if you got good deals, you should be getting good responses. Now, yesterday we went over what a good deal is and what a good deal isn't. I had somebody in the crowd that was an active real estate investor join the call yesterday and talk about this. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I thought that that was really cool is that we had a real live investor that's buying properties all over Dallas come in and speak on his company's behalf in regards to what he looks for as he's progressing through his business and looking for fixer-upper opportunities or properties that he's purchasing for his portfolio. It was not planned at all, to be honest. That was honestly really cool. Like honestly, like I was like not really expecting that. I buy properties too, but I don't have specific criteria. Like you can really send me anything, we'll look at everything. You know what I'm saying? But again, it doesn't mean that every single deal that comes across my table, I'm going to say yes to. I'm almost positive that it's like one out of every 10 to 15 that I get from wholesalers, maybe even 20 that are actually good deals, So that my goal is to get on everybody's buyers list. I want everybody to send me their deals, especially because I'm in Texas. So I'll look at everything. One out of every 20, those are pretty good odds when you have a pretty big brand, right? And so guys, also don't forget that. As we're progressing in this, make sure that you document everything that you do. Yo, I wouldn't be in this position right now where I'm actually helping a lot of people and doing deals with people if I didn't focus on building my brand. So don't worry about like looking dumb. I didn't know what the hell I was saying at the beginning either. But when you market on social media, man, I mean, that's like free marketing, bro. Like, really, don't sleep on that. Now, for you guys that are in here, right? You should have all have already either put a property under contract from a JV partner, because that was homework day two, was to find a JV partner and put a property under contract, which essentially is going to give you 50% of their profits, and then list the deal on Offa, one, or two, put your own properties that you have under contract and list them on Offa as well. So who here has already been doing all of this? I'm interested, right? Like drop one in the comments if you've completed this process to some certain extent. If you have a property listed on Offer right now, drop a one in the comments. I'm just interested in seeing how many of you guys are actually utilizing the platform. Again, I mean it's free. It's free. There's no reason why somebody here shouldn't be using it if you have a deal for sale. All right, I'm seeing some of the feedback here. Okay, cool. Still negotiating. That's all good. Makisha, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, guys. Now, today's session is going to be a short one. So I want to make sure that I'm here to address everybody's concerns. Okay, so day three, let's critique what we're doing. Let's get feedback on what you guys have been doing, right? So obviously, some of y'all have done the homework, some of y'all haven't. It's okay, right? So, like, guys, I'm interested in knowing what are y'all working on right now? Like, let's go ahead and unmute yourself and let's go over that together. Okay, so anybody that's here. Let's kind of get some feedback. I'm interested. I build the platform better on feedback. All right. So just so y'all know, the more that y'all use it, the more that you tell me what you're experiencing, the better I can make it. We barely started developing this thing about a year ago, and we barely launched it 3 months ago privately, and now we're launching it to the entire public. And so this has been huge, right? But y'all's feedback helps me make this product better. So let's do that, all right? So Velveeta, how can I help you?
Um, right now, I reached out to a couple of investors, and they sent me like the kind of property they're looking for, what area that they're looking for, and I'm doing looking into that now, and trying to create some type of deal with somebody soon.
I love it. I love it. So, did you list a property on offer? Or are you so far you just kind of getting feedback from investors?
I'm just getting feedback from investors right now.
That's good. That's good. That you're doing the right thing. So I just so you know, and I want to validate what you're saying, Velveeta, in case for whatever reason, you might feel that this isn't working. People do the business in two ways. There are certain people that focus fully on just talking to motivated seller leads. Those are the types of people that are consistently trying to just find people who are going through a situation and they thrive there, right? Like who here's pretty dang good at looking for motivated sellers and finding them. Drop a one in the comments if that's you, right? And then there are people that do it opposite. And this is me, right? So I work backwards and I just want to let you know like you're doing the right thing. I love raising capital. There is nothing more fun to me than talking to somebody who has a crap ton of money that is willing to invest in things that I have going on. And so like really run it. Honestly, Velveeta, like that right there is one of the best ways to start the business. And that way you know what your people are looking for. You're just putting one process before the other. They're both relevant. They're both marketing and they're both relationships. So there's no right or wrong, right? So what you have going on over here, just finding buyers, you could build a whole business out of that. If you got a crap ton of business, y'all, this is just like insane, right? But if you have a crap ton of investors that are looking for specific properties, then you can match the product a lot more effectively. Plus, you get to learn. So like, man, some of just so you know, Velveeta, some of my first real estate deals that I ever closed in my whole career, they all came from me making buyer relationships. And my first real estate deal that I ever closed came from an investor and I went to the auction. So, guys, I'm gonna recommend to everybody here that is here, if you want to really work this business backwards and you want to find cash buyers that are ready to buy now that are in your area, type in Tuesday auction, first Tuesday of the month, right? Type it into Google and look at where that is. Type in foreclosure auction near me, and you'll see tax lien foreclosures. You'll see mortgage foreclosures, right? And so, guys, guess what? Like these places, if you go to these auctions, it's free. If anything, you may have to pay like a $25 membership fee, and you get to go every month. Now, obviously, not everybody that goes has millions of dollars to spend on real estate. At the auction, it's cash only. So they put you in like this real protected area that has police officers everywhere and you're protected. Most of those guys have wads of cash on them. I'm talking like upwards to five, $600,000. Now you are a fool if you try to do anything crazy here, okay? Because I want you to know, like they're surrounded by police officers 9 times out of 10. It is a sheriff that is also leading the auction, okay? And so then they pull out bids that are associated with numbers. Those numbers are associated with properties. And guys, like you can go there and you can see the process in person of what it looks like to buy a house cash from the courthouse. Now, that's not the most valuable thing. The most valuable thing is that there are people that are there that are actively purchasing real estate. That, my friends, is the most valuable thing. There are people that are there that are actively purchasing real estate. Now, my goal is to find them those properties so they don't have to go and bid against a bunch of other investors. My goal is to get them those houses that they're trying to purchase before they get to the auction. So, guys, when I went to the auction for the first time, I was 25 years old, and I met a gentleman. His name was Mark Cano. Mark, he sold exotic butterflies that were crystallized. So these butterflies were put in glass, and they were beautiful. I mean, I'm talking like they were from the Amazon or something. Like I've never seen butterfly wings that look like that. And he made thousands of dollars doing this, selling it to people who were buying it using Bitcoin, which was so crazy, right? But there's a whole underground market for that. Now, Mark, I met him just at the auction, shooting the stuff, and we were just talking. And essentially he was like, yo, man, I mean, you're really cool, bro. Like, what do you do? And I'm like, I find these houses before they get to the auction. He said, oh, okay, so you're a wholesaler. I said, I guess. I don't really know. I've never done a deal. And he was like, okay, what if I were to give you a list of properties that I'm buying and you tell me if we can mark these things up and sell them for more? And I said, sure. So he gave me his list that he had created in his house, and I got a chance to see how he did it. So every single month he showed me this process, and I've done it on YouTube videos for so many years already, where I would just go to the county and I'd pull a list of foreclosure leads, right? Well, he showed me how to do that. And so he would put everything on a spreadsheet and then print out the spreadsheet and then take it there so that he knew the numbers and what was associated with the house. His business model was to drive to every single one before the auction and mark down the ones that he was interested in purchasing at the number maximum allowable offer that he was willing to buy them at. And so I got him one. He allowed for me to bid on his behalf and wear that thing over my neck to showcase that I
Wow.
was there to purchase real estate. Guys, this is crazy, right? And so
Yes.
I was just so blown away that he was willing to let me do that. Again, I worked the business backwards. So he bought a property that no one else was bidding on that I found. And guys, he got it at like 70 grand. And so he didn't want to flip it because he already bought a few that were going to give him a bigger ROI. So he said, Q, why don't you find a buyer for this and you just mark it up? I said, what do you want for it? He said, well, I'll take 90,000. So I said, sure. Mind you, he bought it for 70, like 70 and some change, cash. And then we resold it for 90. I brought a buyer to the table on the deal. And I remember I didn't know how to do the assignment of contract. I brought the assignment of contract to him because I thought the seller needed to sign it. He didn't need to sign it. That's between me and the buyer. And so he saw that I was making 7,000 on it. I sold it for 97. And I remember he was like, "Oh, Q, you're making way too much money on this, man, just for finding me a buyer." I mean, that doesn't make any sense. $7,000 and all you're doing is bringing the buyer. Like I already spent all the money on this house. I have like all of my money tied into this. You're making too much money. And I said, I mean, what are you okay with? And he was like, well, you can pay, I'll pay you 2 grand. I'll pay you 2 grand. So give me 95 and you can sell it for 97. I said, give me $2,100. I upsold him $100. And he said, sure. And in my head, he was like, I would have given you three if you would have asked for three. And ever since then, dude, that has always messed with me because life will give you what you're asking for a lot of times. And I felt like I didn't know how to negotiate, right? So I just threw it out there. And he gave me an additional $100 on top of my 2,000 bucks. I made $2,100 on my first real estate deal. I didn't find a motivated seller. I found a buyer and I worked alongside him to close my first deal. So, Velveeta, with that story, I hope that that solidifies that you are doing the right thing. Guys, there's no right or wrong. So, yeah, I mean, it's great. Keep doing that. That'll get you a deal. Finding buyers will get you a deal.
Because every time I would try to like just pick an area, and then when I put it up on Facebook Marketplace, and a lot of investors that I know will say, "Well, that's not the area I want to invest in. That's not the kind of house I want to invest in." So I said, "Well, let me limit it by trying to find buyers, and you tell me what you want, and then
Mhm.
therefore I know what It limits the process, is less timing and everything. And I know which way to go."
Man, I love it. I love it. You're doing the right thing, Velveeta, really. I appreciate your testimony and really working through the process. It's definitely tough. Working motivated sellers is hard. Working buyers is easier if you know how to talk to people. And I think that's probably a gift you might have. And so I'd maximize on what God's given you.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. What up, Dominic?
Hey Q, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Okay, so I'm trying to lock in my first deal. I have a motivated seller.
Nice.
So I posted in like I'm in Memphis. So I posted in like my Memphis real estate group asking if any buyers, are interested in a certain zip code. And I got two buyers that reached out to me. One is a broker and he want details about it. Now I haven't got it signed yet. What details am I sending him?
Don't send anything until you got a contract because
Okay.
it can circumvent you. Another thing too, Dominique, message T because T is one of my partners and she's in Memphis. She purchases properties throughout Memphis too. So like that's somebody you got to work with. If you need help on the motivated seller side, we have different things going on with different people right now. So we can help you put properties under contract. But I mean, Memphis, great market. From what I've learned from T, it's definitely a place where I feel like there isn't a lot going on yet. And I think that people are sleeping on that. Like houses haven't skyrocketed in value. So I'm super excited about it.
Okay, thanks.
But yeah, Dom, like for sure, get the contract first before you send it off to your investor. And yeah, Jordan, we're doing like I'm getting feedback from everybody that's done the challenge over the last 2 days. So if you're just jumping in and you're brand new, that's what we're going through right now. But if you are in this and you've been doing the challenge over the last 2 days, this is just me getting feedback because I want to critique what we're offering. So yeah. I've been here the last 2 days and I got my. Let's go, Jordan. Come on, my guy. Dude, do you want to go ahead and let everybody know what you've been doing and kind of what's been working for you to just kind of help everybody if you're okay with that? Yo, congrats, man. What a beautiful thing, dude. Really, like honestly, like I'm proud of you, man. Way to go. I've been here the last 2 days and got my first deal. That's what I'm talking about. I'm actively trying to find an end buyer. All good, man. All good. Okay. Buyers from every property, working through them. Way to go, Ben. Way to go. Man, you see, that's why these challenges are so important, bro. Like legit, you see that, man? Like that's proof of concept for everybody that's here. Like honestly, you know what I'm saying? So guys, run it. That's what the challenge is for. It's to help you guys get going. And sometimes it's just to push you a little bit, give y'all homework and hold y'all accountable. We're going to be doing a day 4 part of the challenge where I'm going to be giving away things because I had to launch this call early. We didn't get a chance to get everybody in here. So I'm going to be probably pushing day 4. I was thinking tonight I said it at the beginning. We're probably going to go in somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see. I'm in library. I gotta get my video test. Oh yeah, don't worry, Jordan. Yeah, we got to respect the people that are in there reading, bro. I understand. Hey, man, but that is a testimony, dude, and I appreciate you sharing that with us and validating what we're trying to do here, man. Like it means a lot to me, and I'm sure that it gives everybody else the belief too that it's possible for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys, I've always done these challenges, and it's always cool to see people come out of the fire because it's definitely not hard. You know what I'm saying? Joshua, what's up, Joshua? T says I need to give you some flowers. What's going on, my guy? You got a JV deal in one day? Let's
Oh,
Hey
go.
Josh.
Q, yeah, T's been great, man. Q, great to talk to you, man. Yeah, so I, just been following the steps, man. I saw a wholesaler post something, um, in a group, and I reached out to him. That deal was gone, but he said, "Hey, I got two other ones." So I said, "Shoot it over to me," and shot the information over to T. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing. So T's asking me these questions. I was like, I don't know. I'm just trying to take action, man. I'm just trying to talk to these guys and see what's what. So, but she's been great in helping guide me and giving me all the info. So thanks.
Man, it's awesome, Josh. Really, like, dude, that's all it is. None of us know what we're doing. If I'm being real, almost everybody in this crowd doesn't know fully what they're doing. Can we get an amen? Right? But we just keep trying to move the needle, and we keep putting our faith in the fact of what God is trying to present to us, whatever opportunity is placed in front of us. Right? And so, like, we just move.
Woohoo,
Right?
Joshua.
And sometimes that's all it's got to be is just faith, man. It says this in the word. It says, with the faith of a mustard seed, we can move a mountain. And I'm here to tell you, my friend, that that's all it takes sometimes. It's just a little bit of structure and then a whole lot of action and a crap ton of mistakes, but a bunch of learning, learning, learning. I can tell y'all from experience, man, and I wear my heart on my sleeve when I say these things, dude. The most amount of money that I've ever made in one year was $23 million. Dollars. Okay. That is the most amount of money that I made in one year. Now, I know that sounds amazing. That for some of you guys, that would be life changing, right? And for me, it
Absolutely.
was. It changed everything. But let me tell you guys something, dude. I ended up losing all of it, all of it. Like literally don't have a dime of what we produced in that company to my name, and we had to file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. I had to liquidate everything. And why am I saying this? Right? I'm saying this because, man, let me tell you what, like God's gonna take you to, and then he's gonna bring you through, and then he's gonna take you to, and then bring you through, and then take you to, and then bring you through. And it's like this all the way. But I can say this is the most beautiful thing that I've ever learned in my life. And I'm gonna say this for everybody here because I don't sugarcoat nothing. All right. I now know how to scale a company to 8 figures, and I also know what not to do now. I know the mistakes that I had made. And that's why it's a beautiful thing to just take consistent action. Don't beat yourself up every single time you get down. We might get knocked down, but the Lord always going to pick you back up because we might get knocked down, but we don't stay down. Can I get an amen? Come on, guys. We might get knocked down, but we don't stay down. And that's what this business is all about, dude. So like this will test you. Just don't be afraid. Do exactly what Josh's testimony is doing. Just imperfect action, moving the needle. We don't got to just sit here and learn all of the time. We can actually take what little bit that we figured out and run with it and then learn by action, learn by mistakes. It's only a failure if you don't learn from what mistake you have made, right? And this is the best part about it, man. So a massive, imperfect action. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. You're in business. You're going to be tried. You're going to be tested. There's going to be trials. There's going to be tribulations. You're in the jungle, dude. Expect to get bit. Expect for something to sting you. This is what it's about, man. So, guys, I just want y'all to know that, like, honestly, look at what massive imperfect action can do. Josh got his first JV deal under contract. Looks like we're sending it out with him. We're working it with him. It's beautiful. And this is how we do it, man. We're maximizing resources. I'm here for you. T's here for you. Alex is here for you. Some of you guys are in the communities that we got, but you're not maximizing the resources, dude. Go through the courses, download the material, watch as many videos as you can. Then just start going. Move. Action. Guys, I teach by doing. That's how I do it. I teach by doing. I just go live and I do. That's it. So then if you see someone doing, then just copy that. Guys, look at RJ Bates's YouTube channel. One of my good friends, RJ, love him to death. We're in fantasy football. He beats me every year. I lose $500, and I've been losing $500 over the last 5 years playing freaking fantasy football. Okay? Because RJ's that good, and he collects belts. He's a freaking amazing closer. But if you go to his YouTube channel, he has 50 videos where he went live in every single state for 10 hours a day, cold calling, pulling a list, skip tracing it, loading it into the dialer, cold calling, pulling a list, skip tracing it, loading it into the dialer. That's all he does. That's all he does all day. So I'm telling you guys right now, if you know that there are videos of people just doing it, put that in the background and copy exactly what they do. Because at this point, there's no secret, man. There's no secret. So, man, I just want to tell you, Josh, proud of you, dude. Rock it, man. God's with you, my friend. There is a divine, radical change happening in your behalf right now, my friend. And this could be a huge shift, and it's a shift that is necessary for you to grow into the area that you're trying to get. I promise you this. All right. Go ahead, T. Go ahead.
What's up, y'all? So, I just want to give my short testimony. So to everybody in here, you got to stay consistent. Like, I've learned this through wholesaling. I've learned this through like growing my Facebook page, followers, whatever. You may be tested, but you gotta keep your faith because I've looked at my life. I've kind of just put myself in the mirror. The $0 days are very hard. We all can attest to that if you trying to grow a business, but only so many will survive because you got to have that hunger. You got to have that thirst to be successful. Like, come on, we got to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get up every day. Okay, yesterday I didn't get no deal. But Lord, today I'm gonna get a deal. And what I want to encourage everybody to do, you may not be a believer in Jesus Christ, but I am. You got to get up and you got to pray. Sometimes God will lay on people's heart that got what you need, and they will give you opportunity for you to scale. I am a testimony of that. I can't tell everything, but what I'm saying is I've seen myself grow into so many positions in the last couple of weeks. And Q know what I'm talking about. You know, God have placed people in my path. At one point I wanted to stop. wholesaling. Cause I was like, forget this. It's a hit or miss. You spend all this money in marketing, you spend all this money trying to get deals, and then you just get so discouraged that you stop. And that's what Q was saying the other day. That's why these numbers get lower by the time day three come, because everybody don't got the grit and they don't got the drive. But this is what I want to say. Stay consistent. Pray. And God will send the right investor or the right mentor, as Q is doing to all of us. And you will get opportunity if you can prove yourself. So, whoever in here, come on, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, look, I got this. I'm going to get a deal. I'm going to get a buyer. And I'm going to scale it. Man, look, stop thinking like the average wholesaler and think like a CEO, baby. Come on.
Man, guys, I want to, man, y'all don't like, I know T now on a personal level, and let me tell y'all something. How we even met is crazy. She messaged me and she was like, "You don't know me, but you're gonna know me." And you know how many messages I get like that all the time? I'm just being real. Like, I get messages like that all the time. T is my witness. I ignored it. I ignored it because I get a lot of messages like that. And then I get another message say, "Q, you gotta mess with me. I ain't here to just play the game. I'm here to change the way the game is played." That's the vibe that I got from T. And so I still, yet again, I ignored it. It's not that I'm not trying. It's just that I have a lot of things going on to just stop what I'm doing. And even with the team, it's hard for me to just reach out and message everybody or be there for everybody. And this is the reality, guys. I have a whole team that responds to people because it's a lot. It's overwhelming for me. And you know what T did? T invested. She said, "I'm gonna get his attention." And she invested into the Jarvis CRM. I got pinged a notification. I got text message notified that I saw her name, that she had signed up for it. And then she booked an onboarding call with money that her and her husband didn't even have. Mind you guys, they're business owners, okay? On top of that, they have their own congregation. On top of that, they have their own ministry. On top of that, Benny has a job. And on top of that, he is a pastor. And on top of that, Tia just found out that she's pregnant. And this is going to be like what, kid number 4? And this is what's crazy. Kid number 5, I don't know.
No,
Kid
baby,
number,
number five, number
that's
five.
number 5. And I just got to tell you, she just had a baby a year and a half ago, like maybe a year ago.
No, no, baby, 8 months ago.
Oh my God. Look, I'm just trying to
Billy
tell
just
the
need to
story.
go on, stay on his side of the bed, baby, because I'm tired. I'm tired.
Benny gonna have to what I'm saying is, is that she caught my attention. We had our first onboarding call. And ever since then, she's been wanting to just serve and plant herself in opportunity after opportunity. And to a point where she was like, "Look, you, we don't have all the money in the world, but we're going to put our faith in you and we're going to invest what we have in you." And guys, they put up what they had. And I respected that so much. I've been mentoring them every single month from this point forward. And it's been about 2 months since I've known T. She's been there for me since I just had my daughter. She's been there for me through a lot of things that I have going on in my business. She's planted herself in different places in my organization to help the community thrive. And everything that we've been doing, T is wanting to be a part of to help you guys and serve y'all in ways that I know I cannot. Because I can't jump into what Joshua's doing and help him with everything that he has. I can't go into what my guy Chris Gonzalez is doing and jump into everything that he has. Patrick is well invested into everything that we do. I've seen Pat in almost every live challenge that we've done. He's been a part of the community. He's in the free groups. He's invested. Him and his partners, they're invested. And I can't just stop what I'm doing and be there for everything that they have going on. And so, man, let me tell you something, dude. T has been such a massive help as she's really brought the community together and she's putting her hands on people. And not only that, but speaking the word of Jesus while also helping people become financially free. And guys, T don't got everything in the world to give, but she gives what the Lord has given her. And with that, then let me tell you something about my God. He can take a little bit and do a whole lot with it. He can take a little bit and do a whole lot with it. And I feel that he uses T in that purpose to showcase that you don't have to have everything to give everything and to make a name for yourself in this business. And so, man, I'm just telling you guys right now, it's just super cool to be a part of all of this and to know T and to see her testimony T, how many properties are we working on now that you've been involved with me? And you weren't working on anything before. You were trying. You had a couple of projects, but how many houses do we have right now that we're working on?
Man, so many I can't even count 'em, like for real. Like we about to scale this thing to another level. And look, Q, I want to just tell you this real quick. I appreciate you, dude. Like I'm talking about from my heart. This ain't no chat GBT inside joke. But I appreciate you because you have poured into me. You don't have a whole lot of time, but when I call your phone and you pick it right up, boy, you just made my day because that tells me I'm becoming important somewhere. And you made a loss at 25 million, but we're gonna gain it back.
Mm.
Because I see God flipping this thing over to something big. Because I have met so many people now just off of offer. And then while I'm on here, dang, I forgot. Joshua would like for us to start another group for just underwriting. And he said he will be the first partaker to join that group. I
Oh,
forgot to tell you about it, but I'm telling you now, that was like, let's start a group where you just come on Zoom and you teach people how to make sure that they're underwriting these deals perfectly. And that way we can get more buyers and that way we ain't sending no junk out.
man, y'all, come on, y'all. There's so much happening. Like, really, what a blessing, y'all. What a blessing. So, guys, let's get some more feedback real quick. And I gotta land this plane, and we're gonna set this thing up for a day 4 for everybody that's here because I started this call a little bit early, but your boy's got to get going soon. Anyone else, man? I'm interested in the feedback. By the way, just so that y'all know, real quick, we're going to be giving away everything on day 4. I'm going to email everyone because we're probably about to get a lot of people that are joining that we're expecting to plan for this in 20 minutes. So day 4, man, I'm gonna spend over an hour with you guys, making sure that everybody got stuff going on. We're gonna make this thing happen. I'm gonna say, all hands vote for Tuesday next week. Let's do it. Tuesday noon. We'll say 12 o'clock. We'll do it for about an hour and a half. What do y'all think? Okay. Alex, if you could put it in my calendar for Tuesday next week, I think that gives everybody enough time to get feedback from their deals. And also, guys, the challenge is already on YouTube. For all y'all that are here, for all of y'all that are here, I want y'all to go back on day 1 and day 2 and run it again. Run it again. Go back and look at those recordings and run the challenge again, exactly how we laid it out. It's everything that you need to close your first deal, get your first JV deal under contract, and send it off through OFFA and blast this thing out. So that's my homework for you guys until we get to Tuesday. All right. Now, for everybody that is in this group, man, I really appreciate y'all being a part of this challenge. This is always super fun to do. Next week, and this is going to be crazy, me and Kong are going to be going live and we're going to be calling leads that you provide. We're going to lock those contracts up on your behalf, and you're going to keep 100% of the profits. So I don't know if y'all know King Kong. That's my boy. And Kong, if you just look him up online, type in King Kong wholesaling. It'd be the greatest thing that you've ever seen in your life. My dude is amazing, and he's a top-notch closer. So y'all, next week, if you got properties and you're struggling to put them under contract, me and Kong are going to lock them up for you at a deep discount, and we're going to let you keep 100% of the profits. Me and Kong are not going to benefit or take anything from you. All we're doing is giving. And that is crazy, y'all. And on top of that, I'm like the first guy that Kong's ever collaborated with on his YouTube channel. It's going to be insane. So be excited for that. It's called Cold Call Your Sellers Challenge. We're going to be making this a series, and it's going to be something that I'm going to be doing once a week. All right. And so, guys, the goal here is to just help you guys make more money. I want everybody here to be able to close their first deal. We're going to use our skill sets to help you lock up your contracts, and you can go off and do your part afterwards. So, yeah, man, this is super fun. We'll rock and roll with this, and I'm willing to do a hot seat with someone, right? So, like what Pat was saying, I'm willing to do a hot seat with someone where maybe not just Kong, but I bring somebody up on this on the call, and we do it together. You'll get leads to lock up too to help other people make money. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, this is going to be super cool. Be excited for that announcement. We're going to have the landing page and everything up here shortly. So, that's going to be the next thing that we're going to do, and that is next week. And I have some pretty big announcements, man. But, guys, we just launched Jarvis Leads. That's something I really wanted to mention while I was on this call. I'll go ahead and I'll drop the, well, Alex, if you can drop the link for that. Jarvis Leads is like batch leads on crack. And we just launched that today, like right now. This is the first time I've ever mentioned it on a public platform. So, guys, if you go to jarvisleads.com, that's what we have now. And that's a part of Jarvis. So, this is really cool, man. Like, not only are you guys going to have all these AI bots and all these AI tools, you're going to also have the leads that you need to put into Jarvis directly, and you can pull from both and integrate into everything. It's all one now. So, guys, obviously there's a markup on the price, but let me tell you what, I'm not breaking nobody's bank account. This is going to be crazy. Like, really, I'm only going to probably be asking for like $100 a month, and you get access to all these softwares and tools. So be ready for that. So Jarvis Leads is live now. I'm gonna send a link for that to everybody as well. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna land the plane on this. I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm doing the Cold Call Your Sellers Challenge with Kong. We're gonna be going live for 4 hours straight, locking up your deals. So just be ready, man. These are super cool, exciting announcements to make. So I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, y'all take care, man. God bless you guys, and congrats. Run the challenge back again, and I'll see y'all on Tuesday. Let's rock.